Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were discuss about the beer vinegar rearrangement reaction, or sometimes it is known as beer vinegar oxidation reaction. What do you mean by the beer vinegar oxidation reaction? In 1899, A. Beer and V. Vinegar, two German chemists, they have taken ketone on a treatment with peracid, produce or obtain an ester is known as beer vinegar rearrangement reaction. How rearrangement reaction taking place, what kind of the atom found to be electron deficient in nature, so that type of the mechanism we already discussed in our previous lecture. General reaction, you should remember the ketone on treatment with peracid produces an ester and the side product as an acid. So that is the beer vinegar rearrangement reaction. How the mechanism occur there, that mechanism we have discussed in our previous lectures. So here the second point, first point we have discussed as a mechanism. In the mechanism, step by step events taking place. During that mechanism we have described how the rearrangement reaction taking place, that we have seen, that is A point mechanism. Second one is a migratory aptitude. Second one is a migratory aptitude that we are going to discuss here. Migratory aptitude. Migratory aptitude means the natural tendency of migration of an atom or group, generally an alkyl or the aryl. So when that, if aryl groups are there, then if there is a electron releasing substituent is present, then whether the reaction is accelerated or retarded, that kind of the conclusion, the reason we are going to find out, as well as if there is a electron withdrawing groups are present on aryl group, specifically at a para position, then the reaction, whether it is a retard or accelerate. So that type of the thing we are going to discuss in this point. Migratory aptitude means natural tendency of migration of an alkyl or aryl group from carbon to electron deficient oxygen atom, and during whether that migration, rate of migration is increase or decrease depending upon the nature of that alkyl or the aryl group. Specifically ketone, as we know that if the symmetrical, generally remember the one point here, in the ketone there is a insertion of oxygen atom near the carbonyl group, either on left hand side or the right hand side. The resulting compound is formed as an ester. If the ketone is a aliphatic, or what we can call it as a open chain ketone, the resulting compound obtained will be an ester. If the cyclic ketone is present, then the resulting compound or the end product must be lactone because when ester is present in the ring form, that type of the species generally called as lactone, and that ring may be as a 3 member, 4 member, 5 member, or 6 and 7 member, and so on. Then and then the trend of naming such, or the general name of those ring structure of esters are lactones, and if the symmetrical cyclic ketones are present, then you can insert the oxygen atom either on left hand side adjacent to the carbonyl carbon or right hand side adjacent to the carbonyl carbon. It doesn't make any difference, but if there is a unsymmetrical ketones, then there is a stereochemistry plays an important role here. That is and then they have given certain observation what they have observed during that experiment, and that they produce that result over here. In unsymmetrical ketones, the more electron releasing group migrate from carbon to oxygen. Aryl groups, remember, in unsymmetrical ketones, the more electron releasing group migrate from carbon to oxygen. Remember, electron releasing group means if electron donating groups are present or electron releasing substituents are present, then the group migrate from carbon to oxygen. Let us see here general reaction. We know that R C double bond O, then R dash, it is a ketone. Remember, this is a ketone. When it is treated with peracid COOH, it gives R C double bond O R dash, or we can write here R O C double bond O R dash. Either if remember, if R is equal to R and R is equal to R dash is equal to methyl group, same groups are there, then and then they produce this or this, it doesn't matter. But if R is equal to methyl group and R dash may be as a ethyl group, CH2CH3, then the product, let us see here, I am showing CH3, then C double bond O, CH2 and CH3. Name of this compound is a 2-butanone. When it is treated with CF3CO3H, trifluoroperoacetic acid, now whether that mechanism we already know that only ketone get, this is a 2-butanone, it is an ketone. You have to insert oxygen atom, we know the mechanism, and as well as we are trying to explain the electron donating group or electron releasing group, then which is migrating fast. There is a competition between methyl group and the ethyl group. Both are the electron releasing group, but among this, one is a methyl group, another one is a ethyl group. Which one do you think will release more number of electron to the carbonyl group? And Here, this is the electron donating group, this also has an electron donating group, but you compare the electron releasing ability or capacity of these two compounds, the magnitude of that ethyl group is a greater than methyl group, and therefore similar to this one, you must get the stereopacific compound C double bond O, then CH2 CH3. This type of the product you get. Some of the student may write the structure CH3 O, C double bond O, then CH2 CH3. Look at here. If you see these two structure very closely, then you come to know that these and these structure are totally different. They will show different physical properties as well as chemical properties. Structure, they are the structural isomer, arrangement of that or orientation of that atom are different. Here this is methyl group, this is acetyl group. Here that is a look at there, and therefore when it is treated with 2-butanone per acid, it always gives this product in a majority, and you won't get this product at all. Remember, and that type of the reaction is called as a stereopacific reaction. So remember here why we are getting as only this product and not this product. Remember, that is depending, those are knowing the concept of migratory aptitude. If electron releasing substituent or electron donating groups are present there in the ketone, those are having greater tendency to donate, to release the electron. That side the oxygen atom is going to insert, there is a insertion of oxygen atom adjacent to the carbonyl group. Here I am, one time I am inserting on a ethyl side, here I am inserting oxygen atom on the methyl side. But here keep in mind, those are knowing these concepts, then and then they can able to predict the product very correctly or perfectly. So this is about the one example. Now second one, aryl group migrate in preference to methyl and primary alkyl group. The migratory aptitude in alkyl groups follows the order. Remember, if one more example I am going to give over here regarding as a migratory aptitude. Here, as we know that suppose you have this compound CH3, then maybe as a CH2, then C double bond O. Here I am writing CH, then CH3, another CH3, and when it is treated with, remember the migratory aptitude is follows tertiary to secondary to primary to methyl group. That is a general trend, migratory aptitude. This is order of migratory order of this group. Migratory, migratory aptitude. Rate of migratory aptitude. Rate of migratory aptitude or the order of migratory migratory aptitude. Migratory aptitude. Migratory aptitude. Order of migratory aptitude or migratory aptitude of order means the tertiary is greater than secondary than the primary than here. So on the basis of those are knowing this migratory aptitude order, they can able to arrange, they can able to insert the oxygen atom here very perfectly, and then suppose you have this one metachloro per benzoic acid, then what do you get? The resulting compound will be formed here, CS3, CH2, C double bond O, then CH, CS3 and this CS3. This is the product. One more product I am going to write here, CS3, CH2, O, possibility of that O, then CH, CS3 and CS3. Look at very closely these two products. They seem very similar, but after the treatment with metachloroperbenzoic acid, one and the only one product is obtained, which is this one, and not this product is not formed at all, because here this is a secondary and this will be the primary, right? And therefore the preference of that insertion of oxygen atom, and that we will get as an ester in this way. In the case of, let us see one more example over here. Suppose you have a compound over here, this one. Suppose you have this CS3, then CS3, then CS3, C double bond O, then CH2, CS3, and it is treated with per acid like metachloroperbenzoic acid. We know the metachloroperbenzoic acid is a commonly available commercially. We can use here for such reaction, and we will be getting here only insertion of oxygen atom, you will get the formation of the ester. So the product will be here CS3, then CS3, CS3, then C double bond O, then CH2, CS3. One product is like this, another one CS3, then CS3, CS3O, then C double bond O, CH2 and CS3. Look at these two structure very closely and tell me whether the first product is a correct one or second one is a correct one. Which one do you think? What do you think? Which one is a correct one? Now here remember, this one is a correct one, and this you won't get this product over here, this product, because here this is a tertiary group and ethyl is a primary, and therefore oxygen atom should insert adjacent to the tertiary group and not on that ethyl, and therefore this will be the correct product and this is not getting at all. So that is one of the example which I have shown over here. So that is we are discussing as an migratory aptitude over here. Remember, in the case of aryl groups, migration is facilitated by electron releasing substituent, and the ease of migration follows the order. Remember, here I am giving the migratory order, that is para-anesyl means that para-anesyl, para-methoxy C6H5, that is phenyl group, then follows para-tosyl means PME C6H5. Then next one would be phenyl, and after that phenyl there will be para-chloro C6 H5. After that there will be para nitro NO2 C6H5. This is the general trend observed in a Baeyer vinegar oxidation. If aryl groups, if aromatic ketones are present, let me give some example over here. Suppose you have one compound here, C double bond O, then another one I am showing here. Suppose you have this one CS3 group, right? And now this is a para-methyl group, electron releasing group, and if it is treated with metachloroperbenzoic acid, what could be the product obtained here? Product is so simple. If you remember these migratory aptitude order, then you can easily see here this is a para-tosyl benzene. So the oxygen atom is going to insert either this side or this side. So it's very easy. So you are going to get the product. This one C double bond O, then O, then you can write that product. Predict the product is like this. This should be the product. Other possibility, so 4 options they will give. Among that you must remember this is a electron releasing group. An electron releasing group has greater migratory aptitude, and therefore we are getting this product and not another one. That another product I am not showing over here. Now let us see one more example over here. Suppose you have another compound, another aromatic ketone. I am writing over here this one, and then here will be NO2 group. I am writing here NO2, and then treated with CF3CO3H trifluoroacetic acid. Now what could be the product here? So remember, just tell me whether that oxygen ester is going to form. This is a Baeyer vinegar oxidation. By just see the starting material, which is aromatic ketone, and look at the reagent. They will provide these two substrate as well as the reagent. You have to identify what type of the named reaction it is here, and if you know this, then and there you can able to within a fraction of second you can predict the product very easily, so that you can get over here this product. Here is O, then C double bond O, then this could be the product NO2. Look at here, this is the product you are going to get, and some of the student may insert that oxygen atom this side. Why? Because look at here, phenyl group has a greater migratory aptitude than the nitro, and therefore the oxygen atom must be inserted from phenyl group and not on that nitrobenzene group. So that you should keep in mind. Let us see one more example over here, and now tell me what could be the product over here. Let us see one more example of that aromatic compound I am showing over here. Then C double bond O, then here is I am putting here chlorine atom over there, and then that will be treated with metachloroperbenzoic acid, which is a commercially available reagent, easily available, and so this is a ketone, aromatic ketone, and this is a per acid. What could be the product you are going to get? Here the product, once again we can write over here. Here is a O, then C double bond O, then another one this one Cl, or I can write another product possibility over here like this C double bond O, then this one, that is a chlorine. What do you think, which one will be the correct one? Whether the first one is the correct one or the second one is correct one, those are knowing this migratory aptitude order, then and then they can able to predict the product mechanism as well as this kind of the point. If they remember, they can predict the product. So this would be the correct product and this won't get at all here. Remember that. Now let us see one more example over here, and then this third example we have seen. Now is a fourth example. Suppose you have this one. Then here I am writing as a Me, then C double bond O. Here is a NO2 groups are there. Then it will be treated with metachloroperbenzoic acid. What could be the product over here? Predict the product or give the product. So here ketone get converted into as a ester. It is a Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction or Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement. By rearranging, and you will get the product over here will be this one Me, then O, C double bond O. This one there would be NO2. Suppose as another one is over here, it is a Me at para position, C double bond O, and this one NO2. Now which would be the correct product? Because one of the product which we are going to get in a hide and other product is not formed at all. So that is the here this one and this one. This, that is a tosyl group, has greater tendency than the para-nitro. If electron withdrawing groups are there, they retard the rate of Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement reaction, and that's why this is an example which we have seen over here. So I think these are the migratory aptitude of that Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction we have discussed here. Then next point we are going to discuss is the stereochemistry of the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation reaction. So these are the enough example to understood the migratory aptitude of that, and in our upcoming lecture we will discuss about the stereochemistry of that Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement reaction. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.